So my life just took a huge turn here. Yesterday I was down at the marina pressure washing Mike, my cousin-in-law's barge, and we heard from someone who works there that there was a fisherman who is about to leave the next day, which is now today, on a fishing trip, commercial fishing trip up to the up to Haida Gwaii, the archipelago north of Vancouver Island, and he was going to go alone because he couldn't find anyone else to go with him, and he really wanted another person. So I went to talk to him for a while. I've got plans this week to meet up with friends here on the island and in Vancouver, so I really wanted to do that, but after thinking about it only for an hour or two, I was basically ready to go. So I told him that I would go, and now it's the next day and I'm still committed, so I'm gonna go with him. It's gonna be over a month up around Haida Gwaii, the Charlotte Islands there. And yeah, so I've never been on a commercial fishing boat. Well, I mean, I've been on them in Grand Manan, but never been out fishing on them. We're going to be at sea for days at a time. I don't know if I'm going to get seasick. I imagine I probably will. And yeah, we'll have no reception, no connection to the world for days at a time. No shower for days at a time, eating frozen meals. He's got a tiny kitchenette there for heating up meals in his boat. So life just took a huge turn. It's late August now. He's expecting to get back by late September or early October, depending on how catch goes and everything. So this is going to be a once-in-a-lifetime experience for me. I don't think I'll ever end up doing something like this again, being away for more than a month in one of the most remote parts of the country. The stars kind of aligned. I have the time to do it right now. My van's still in the shop, still haven't gotten it back, so it's, in a way, it's perfect timing. Got that classic car. And anyways, I'll try to document it as best I can. I'm bringing my GoPro and my drone, so morning. So I'll send updates occasionally.
To be out there.
It's only 20% of the stuff they want.
Okay.
Right? Like those old big cedars and stuff, the big, huge, massive lobes and stuff, they hit the ground. Let's do a tour.
Value Village stop, pick up some clothes.
Warm stuff. So we still got sleeping bag.
Got a sleeping bag.
You do?
Yeah.
I've never seen like the logos, like the power or light one. What is it? Fire light.
To mass it, how many days do you think it will be, like between those?
Well, ideally we're hitting fish and staying, like moving.
Oh,
with
and
the fish,
staying. Okay.
right?
Okay. Yeah.
But if you had to do it one shot, that's 24. That's 48. So you're looking at 2.5 days.
Okay.
Full bore, like running.
Yeah, full bore.
Right.
And assuming we're moving with the
3 days.
fish, nice and
well, ideally we want to somewhere to be stopping and fishing.
Yeah.
Right. Next day, drift that night, and then move and try and find you the next day, kind of thing.
Okay.
So ideally, the time we leave party, the time we get here is in 8 days. I'd like to have a load of fish to be dumping.
Okay, awesome. Yeah.
Right.
So
If you get into them, you can pack on a lot of poundage real fast.
I bet.
Definitely.
So this is our boat. We decided to spend last night here in the harbor because the fuel is closed, where you can fuel up, closed until 8 a.m. So we're about to have breakfast, get fuel, flip these 3 boats because we got 2 boats attached to the outside of ours. And then we'll be heading out. It's 50 hours up to Port Hardy. Yesterday we had a huge day of running around and getting a ton of stuff that we needed, mostly stuff that I needed: boots, waterproof gear, and a bunch of warm clothes for underneath, my waterproof stuff, and just a whole bunch of stuff. So yeah, food especially as well. So we're all stocked up. This is it. We're leaving within the hour.
Homers. A lot of these cars still exist around in the town, like they've gone from one guy to another guy.
Bunch more over there. Holy moly, a wall full.
Yeah, there's Treasure Island.
Treasure Island. So Mike and I are here at, what's this marina called, Mike?
Tsehum Harbour.
Tsehum Harbour. And it's in North Saanich, is it?
Sydney.
Okay, we're in Sidney. Sydney. Pretty close to Victoria, and we're just finally getting the boat ready here. We just had breakfast, doing the last little things. We're gonna flip the boat because we got 2 boats parked on the outside of ours, and then go fuel up, and then we're out.
Yes, sir.
Haven't been up front yet, actually.
This is known as the pointy end.
The pointy end.
The pointy end.
That's the technical term.
Yeah, very pointy end. Go forward.
This is us. This is our 42-foot home for the next month and a half or more. Well, this is it. We just did like a 2-hour safety review or whatever, and took a look at the whole boat. I saw the whole engine room and all the parts, all the stuff that most of it I won't remember, but at least the safety stuff I think I've got down pat for the most part. So Mike just went to park his vehicle off the wharf, I guess, in a spot where he can leave it, and then we're actually leaving. It's already past noon. We had planned to leave at 8, but hey, better late than never. I'm in no rush. We're going to be at sea for 50 hours until we reach Port Hardy. From there we'll fuel up again. I'm not sure if we're staying overnight, but I think there are showers that we can use there, and then it'll be the open ocean actually. So right now we're going to go up the Strait of Georgia, so we'll be between Vancouver Island and the mainland of BC for the next 2 days, so we'll be somewhat sheltered from the open sea, but after that it's open ocean, just full Pacific, and then going up the west coast of Haida Gwaii there, the Charlotte Islands. So after that I imagine that the seas will get a little bit rougher, but I'm very excited now and positive. I'm staying positive, and I'm confident that things will be amazing. I'll never have this experience again in my life probably, and like Mike keeps saying, this is something that so few people in the world ever will experience. So it's an experience that I can't turn down. So here goes. How much do you think that boat costs?
To get up onto the roof, and
Yeah.
how you can get there is back hatch
Okay.
onto here.
Yeah.
And I want you over here.
Okay.
That's where you
Sounds good.
don't fall.
I will try not to fall in.
Roger that. It's only I'm gonna only put it down partway,
Okay.
and then clean it off.
Okay.
And the reason for that is you don't want to get all the way this way because you'll never get that one out.
Okay.
You know, I think this one's gonna go about halfway.
Okay.
We're gonna stop it, and then we'll go over to the other side and do the same thing.
Okay.
And the other one will let down even further.
Okay.
And then slowly put them out.
So it's like, is it this pole here?
Yep.
Okay. Do I have to stop pushing?
Yep. Yep. You're good now.
Okay. Clear. Other side. Oh.
I got a little too far.
Okay. Ready?
Yep.
Okay.
Keep going. Keep weight on
Keep weight on it?
it. Yeah. Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
Can you climb up and get that cable off?
Oh, that cable? Yeah. Okay, yeah, I can imagine. There's BC Ferries. I guess it's Schwartz Bay to Tsawwassen. So I'm in charge of the boat right now because Buddy's down in the hold doing something. So I'm just, I don't know, not doing much. It's an autopilot or whatever. Just trying to avoid logs and those enormous piles of seaweed. And also there's these alarms that go off down here. I can show you right now. If any one of those goes off, I usually have to do something like turn on a pump. Here. So we're coming on 49 degrees north. Getting real close. And there it is. Hey, 49 degrees north. The 49th, we're at the 49th parallel. A hunting we will go. A hunting we will go. Probably can't hear me too well because of the exhaust that's pretty close by, but we're coming to the end of our first day of sailing. We've been on the water for 7 or 8 hours now. We watched the sunset. We had a nice dinner. It was spaghetti. It was called Saturday Night Special, prepared by Mike's family, I think his sister. We can still sort of see Vancouver way off there in the distance. North Van and the coastal mountains. So I'm going to go to bed pretty soon and hopefully get a decent sleep. The water is very calm, so it's ideal conditions. And so thank you very much for watching. This has been the beginning of probably a once-in-a-lifetime adventure for me. I don't think I'll ever do this again. So, and this is the very beginning. It'll be at least a month and a half out there on the water. It's going to be legendary, I think. I'll check in tomorrow. Thanks for watching.